Hello, everyone. My name is Byron. I'm the CEO and co founder of Divergent. Thank you so much for taking the time today to watch this short presentation. I want to take the next few minutes and walk you through the three ways we help your neurodivergent child live a life of independence. But before we dive into it, I want to ask you a question. What's the number one goal you have for your neurodivergent child? I want you to think about that for a minute. Most parents that I come across say the number one goal they have for their child is for them to live a life of independence. Secondly, what's the number one skill they need to develop in order to live a life of independence? Well, when I ask parents about that skill that their child needs to develop, it usually falls into one of these three categories: vocational skills, social skills, life skills. And today, I want to show you how we at Divergent can help you in these three critical areas in order to help your child grow and accomplish their goals. As we dive into this, I want to first let you know who I am and why I'm passionate about helping those with special needs and disabilities live the best life possible. For me, it always comes back to my brother Brandon. He's a 24-year-old. He's someone that is looking to live independently, looking to get a job, to be able to move out and get his own place. But my family hit the services cliff when he turned 22, and we lost access to a lot of the services that he needed to be able to thrive. The ones that he got through school, through his special education. And so I knew I had to do something to work with my family to make sure he could maximize his potential. And that's how Divergent was born. We have a vision to enable everybody, regardless of ability, to live a life of purpose and dignity. And today, I want to show you how we can come alongside you and your child to give them the vocational, the social, the life skills that they need to live a life of independence. Now, if you're like most parents of adult children with disabilities, you've gone through great lengths to do what's best for your child and for your family, to give them the skills, the tools, the support that they need to thrive. You probably tried even some of these things on here. You might have moved to a state which has had more support and funding for special ed. You might have left a job or spent fewer hours at work so that you could spend more time with your child. And it's very possible that you've paid out of pocket for care, for speech therapy, for OT, for ABA, that would supplement what they got in school. All of this can be very, very difficult as an advocate for your child. There's a lot that weighs on you and your family as you're trying to make the best decisions for your loved one. We know that most families have a goal of helping their young adults get jobs, live on their own, make friends. These are the priorities that families have. It's the same priorities that these young adults actually have for themselves. And Divergent is here to help you and to help them achieve those goals. I want to show you how we've developed the best training, coaching, and resources platform available today to get your child the support, training, and life skills they need to succeed. We are Divergent. We are a digital-first platform. We do job and skills training for individuals with neurodiverse conditions and disability. And we are focused on helping that population achieve their ambitions, while also being a resource for folks like you, their champions. Those goals that we talked about at the beginning, Divergent make those a reality. We are focused on adolescents and adults and making sure that they get the modern life skills and job skills that they need to transition and thrive. The way that we do that is that we're providing online coaching, social groups, classes, hands-on experiences, all of it customized to our participants. For us, this really is the first all-digital coaching program for families who have loved ones that are transitioning into adulthood. I want to talk about what we offer as part of that. Number one, we are providing weekly coaching that helps define personal and professional goals, including job matching. Our coaches are extremely competent. They are highly trained, they come from special ed and disability backgrounds, and they truly are the top 1% of professionals that we have recruited from across the globe. Secondly, we have very extensive training modules For example, we have modules that focus on socialization, getting comfortable speaking with other people. We have budget and financial skill training. We have appearance and hygiene, time management. We are really focused on providing trainings that are tailored to what your personal and professional goals are. We then build upon that. We give real life exercises and a sandbox to apply those skills. So, for example, we might give a task that someone would have to complete by the next meeting, prepare a meal or be able to complete laundry. And we provide that individual and their families ideas for how that can be completed. And so, in that way, this becomes more of a practical curriculum with your coach. Furthermore, we are helping families find government funding. Disability benefits for the adolescent and adult population is tricky, and we have benefits coordinators on our teams that help you cut through the red tape. Finally, we focus on providing daily online social groups that are moderated by our trained facilitators. These group sessions are focused on shared interests for folks across the neurodiversity and disability communities. We have online social groups that have been running for almost 2 years now with the same people attending. They've become friends, they've hung out beyond Divergent. So now at this point you're wondering, how does all this work? The first step is that you're matched to one of our expert coaches who would create a training program that is personalized to your personal and professional goals. Now, this could be as short as a few months, but ideally it might last for as long as you need. We are a lifelong resource, and we can help you and your family transition through all of life's milestones. Now, since our coaches are coming in from special education, occupational therapy, disability backgrounds, they have unique training that can actually allow them to stick with your family, help them thrive throughout your lifetime. What your coach is going to then do is they're going to give you opportunities to build on those job skills, those social skills, those independent living skills. And they're going to do that by connecting you to any one of our online interventions. These are social groups, these are life skills lessons. These even go so far as to prepare for job readiness and career exploration training. So all this is about building on those personal and professional goals that you have. If you are someone who is ready to work, the coach will even work with you on applying and interviewing for jobs. Be able to make sure you feel comfortable and become a really competitive candidate for employment. And even can provide coaching to help you start and sustain your job. Now, at the same time, if jobs are not something that you are imminently looking for, we can work on other goals and help you accomplish them. We can help build upon core independent living skills. We can continue to have a long view of providing job training, over the course of months or even years if needed. And we can continue to build up social skills with exercises and other training that can be personalized to the goals that you set for yourself. All this is what we want to do with you under our REACH program. Now, if you're asking what is REACH, at its core, REACH really is all those steps that we just talked about. REACH is an online coaching service that is about helping adults and adolescents gain skills they need to become self-sufficient and really help to achieve those personal and professional goals. Within REACH, what you're getting is actually access to a weekly coach. You're getting access to our evidence-based training programs, as well as ways to practice different skills within real-life scenarios and exercises. If you qualify in your state, we can also support on helping you get approved for disability benefits. And all this is inclusive of those online social groups where you can continue to build up skills and become connected to other folks within the community. This service is one-on-one. We're offering it year-round. It's on demand when you want for your schedule. And we are open to all families across all 50 states in the US. And something that I'm excited to share is that as a bonus, as being part of the REACH service, you'll also gain access to our Skill Path courses. You can think of these as really courses that are taught by professionals across jobs training, social skills, life skills that are focused on building independence within this community. So you might be looking at courses that could focus on self-confidence, time management, working with stress, and more. Now, these are classes that normally would be hundreds of dollars when it comes to education, but they are included 100% free when you join Reach. What I'd like to do now is just share a couple of case studies from people who have come through the Reach program and show you what they've been able to accomplish with Reach. With Monica, she was somebody who came in with a learning disability and autism. She had a positive experience with some training in the past in her in-person programs, but she had never had really dedicated support with time management. She had never had a dedicated provider who had helped her with job training. And so what that looked like was that when she joined Daivergent, she would get matched to a coach that actually assigned her to a job readiness pathway. That's going to be a series of courses, trainings, and exercises that would help her become more comfortable with leading a job search by herself while having a coach side by side with her in case she had questions. So what that looks like is having her coach work with her on building a resume, on preparing for interviews. She would also be assigned a job club that would allow her to learn from her peers who are also going through the job search. And it goes so far as to actually get specific classes assigned to her to build skills within specific job categories, and also have a coach help her with the job search and also apply for jobs where needed. So really, this was a very end-to-end service that we did with her to make her achieve her professional and personal goals. And when we have someone like Jared, somebody with a severe mental illness, someone who uses a wheelchair, Jared was somebody who came in with social anxiety. He had finished high school and he felt like he didn't really have a great community of friends around him and was looking to become more independent. And so with Jared, what we did is that we actually matched him with a coach who would work with him not so much on the job skills right away, but actually work with him on building social skills, on building independent living skills. And so that coach actually helped to build trust with Jared to kind of get him out of his shell and would move towards assigning him to a living skills pathway. Now, again, these are going to be series of courses, trainings, exercises that Jared used to help build his skills in living independently. And it just so happened that as he got more comfortable with socializing, we were able to help him join one of our online facilitated groups. He had a passion for video games, and that was actually a group dedicated to video games that he was able to join with some of his other peers. He as well got connected to some of our skill path classes to learn some specific skills, and over time, he was able to start thinking about jobs and job training now that he'd built that foundation in independent living and social skills. We have spent the last 5 years building this online program that is all about helping the disability and the neurodiversity communities achieve self-sufficiency. And what I'd like to do here is actually share a little bit about how Daivergent is helping families.
I think everybody needs other people in their life as their support group, right? My kids are young adults, but they're young adults with, some neurological differences. So it's a good thing I get a feedback of where they are. But with at least you guys, at least I know somebody's trying to keep them on task with maybe one or two items,
For Michael, I think it's been very beneficial. We started out very slow, so they based everything on his likes and what he wanted to talk about until they really got to know him.
I'm really pleased. They're meeting weekly. He's really being helped. He's currently in a job search. Everything y'all are doing is great. I just appreciate it.
I think getting a set time slot on a weekly basis and making that routine is super important.
My daughter has really benefited from their guidance, having the opportunity to provide that feedback and kind of thinking about what the next steps and next goals will be. It's been a really good experience.
I would just say thank you to everyone. All of you are doing incredible work, and it goes to show you that with technology and doing the Zooms, they do impact.
I really think is great is you guys have really good communication too. I mean, come on, like you can't beat it. Like she calls them every Thursday. They give us feedback on their goal setting, how they're doing on the social groups and on, on his meetings. And then she meets with me one-on-one. I mean, it's totally worth it.
We have many testimonial videos just like those. And here's what some of our other customers had to say as well. Leon was a client with us. He was a 24-year-old on the spectrum. And what he had said was that Divergent was really about helping him learn what work is like, helping him build etiquette skills, helping him understand what it's like to have to show up to an office regularly. And that training really helped him become much more comfortable with work. We often have a lot of parents who are looking at Divergent for their children. And so what Kristen had shared was that for her son, he had never really had any dedicated support or any service to help him become a stronger job candidate. And so what we had done at Daivergent is to actually provide the skills training, provide the classes and coaching that let him get his first quote unquote real job at a big bank. And then with Joanna, what we found is that her son was not focused right away on jobs, but was trying to start to build a routine so that he could be more successful living on his own. And so taking away some of that hopelessness, taking away some of the stress, that was something that was a really big deal for her. And she felt a lot more excitement and hope that her son was making progress after he had finished high school. These are just a few stories of the 600 families that we have supported so far, helping them build self-confidence, helping them find jobs, helping them live independently with Reach. So at this point, you're probably wondering, how much does all this cost? And with everything that's being offered, it must be really expensive. And so what we want to do is help as many families as possible. And we have made this affordable for everyone. You can start a 30-day free trial, and it starts at $199 per month afterwards. For us, this is a mission to help neurodiverse individuals and their families build a life of independence. If you've made it to the end of this presentation and you find that you want the support, the training, the accountability, the resources that Daivergent can offer, then I only have one ask for you. Please schedule a call with one of our specialists today. Once you sign up, we'll pair you with a positive, engaging coach who will help you to achieve your personal and professional goals. The way you can do that is just click the button below this video. One of our specialists will speak with you right away based on your schedule. Please request that call and see if Daivergent Reach might be right for you and your family. Once again, my name is Byron. I'm the CEO of Daivergent, and I want to thank you so much for your time today. We really hope to speak with you soon, and we can't wait to help you and your family reach your goals.